Come on over, let's make some Jamaican beef patty. Straight homemade, everything from scratch. It was nice, crispy, crunchy, flaky, everything that you're looking for in a Jamaican patty. And when we say from scratch, we mean from scratch, starting with the dough. Because for me, the dough is everything when it comes to a good patty. You can have the best filling in the world, but if the crust isn't right, then we have a problem. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've been making patty for a while, and I've tried different method, I've tried different stuff. And the last time I made it, it was good. I got a lot of flakes, but this time it wasn't just the flake, it was the flavor as well. It was the color, it was the crisp, the flakiness, everything together, the golden color, everything together was just perfect. And I feel like, yes, this is it. This is it. The thing is, I don't want just a patty that is flaky and crunchy. I want it to also be tender enough where it isn't hard and it isn't dry. So therefore, this to me was just perfect. And y'all already know I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I've always done and I've always shared the recipe. But I'm not going to give everything away, all right? I'm not going to give away every single detail because, listen, I'm a content creator, but I'm also a woman with dreams, all right? I want to leave something for my kids, for my grandkids. So, therefore, I have to keep a few of my secret tucked away for now, all right? I'll show you all the process, but not the exact formula. So, I'm here working with the dough. I am trying to get that nice flakiness in the dough itself, not just the rolling out process, but I'm working all the fat, I'm working all of that into the flour, and then we're gonna add our color and our ice water. As you can see, when it comes down to the color, there's always an issue on Facebook, YouTube, wherever. Some people will want to tell you to use turmeric. Trust me when I tell you, me use it already. I've used it. I've done it more than once. In order for you to get the color that a Jamaican patty have, turmeric cannot give you that color unless you use a lot of it, and that's gonna make the crust bitter. I'm telling you the honest truth. It cannot give you that color. If you see anybody make it and it has that nice color with turmeric, the patty not taste good. It bitter because I've done it before. I've tried it. I've tested it. It doesn't work. And when you eat a patty and all you see on the plate is yellow, like yellow stained curry, when you eat a Jamaican patty, that doesn't happen. So when I tell you to use egg powder or any form of yellow food coloring, it's up to you. Some people don't want to use it, but it's totally up to you. But it gives the color that a Jamaican patty should have. All right. So once my dough is formed, I tuck it away in the fridge because I want to keep the fat solidified. Now while the dough take a little nap in the fridge, we're gonna move on to cooking our beef. And first, I'm blending some bread with just a little tubs of water. Yes, we're gonna need that for the ground beef or whatever protein you plan to use in your patty. This particular day, I made some beef patty and I also made some curry shrimp patties. So delicious. My absolute favorite is the curry shrimp. I am not really a big fan of beef patty, to be honest. Give me my curry shrimp patty, give me my curry chicken patty, give me my lobster patty. But my kids love beef patty, so of course, absolutely I have to make some, and they like it with cheese. So now we're getting the beef together. Grab all your favorite seasoning, all your favorite herbs, whatever you want to use in there. I use onion, scallion, scotch bonnet pepper, and I use the leaf from the thyme. And I have some blend up seasoning, green seasoning that I use as well. If you want to add some jerk seasoning, just go and spice up a thing however you like it. For most people, they don't want to bite into a patty and they don't taste meat. Meat has to be all over in your patty. Honestly, for me, my favorite part is the crust. I love me some crust. So when I'm making my patty, if I'm making beef patty for myself, I put less filling in mine. But a lot of people love a lot of filling in there, so you make it to your own liking. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead ground up my beef, and ground beef have a lot of fat depending on the one that you buy. I think this one was a 80/20. Therefore, it's gonna be a lot of fat. So you want to drain off the oil gradually while it's cooking. So while the beef is browning, It's going to produce more and more oil. You want to drain that off because you don't want a patty that is oily. You don't want a greasy, oily patty. Once the beef start to get brown, I'm going to go in with my herbs and spices, and then whatever powdered seasoning that you want to use, go ahead and add that. Everybody have their own preferred seasoning that they like to use in their meat. Just make sure that the meat flavorful and tastes good. All right, and I did say I was going to go in with some green seasoning, and I think I added a little bit of jerk seasoning as well. But you know, go and spice up the thing how you want to spice it up. And while I'm cooking it, I'm paying attention to the consistency because I don't want my filling to be too wet. That's important when you're making a filling inside of a pastry. You don't want all that liquid making your dough soggy. That is where the bread that we blended is going to come in as well. Whatever liquid is left in the pot is the flavor. I don't want to lose all your flavor. So the bread now is going to absorb that juice. And you know, it also makes the meat smoother and more tender texture instead of like that firm crummy texture. So the bread absorbs all that liquid, and then when the patty is baking, it releases back that flavor out. All right, so there we have it. So I set the beef aside and we work on my fat, and we're gonna take back the dough back out of the fridge because we're gonna roll it out. And if you watch my previous patty videos, I can use a bowl to cut out circles and then shape my patty. To me, that is the best method to use if you're just starting, if you're just trying to make your patty. That's the best method to me to use because it's easier and you can get to work with each patty one by one. Or you can use the method that I'm going to use in this particular video. But first, I'm going to work with my dough piece by piece. So I'm putting back this piece in the fridge while I work with the other one. So I'm just going to roll it out into a rectangular shape until it has the thickness that I want. Also placing my fat in between rolls and then shape my patty, and then it's time to bake. I have a very curious mind and I always want to find out where things come from, who invent things. And because I love patty so much, I had to do a little digging and a little research to see where patty come from, who invented it. And what I got from the internet is that British colonists brought it to Jamaica and it was called Cornish pastry. Once the Cornish pastry hit Jamaica, Jamaicans began to develop it into their own, add their own twist to it, and make it different. Jamaica's food culture developed from many different peoples and traditions. African culinary traditions contributed to the way the food was seasoned and prepared. Indian indentured workers brought spices and cooking influences, while Chinese Jamaican communities also influenced Jamaica food and the island's bakery tradition. So, and then you have the ingredients that become strongly associated with Jamaican cooking, especially the scotch bonnet, the pepper, the thyme, the curry type spices, and other bold seasonings. That's why the Jamaican patty doesn't taste like Cornish pastry. So, the Jamaicans took the basic idea and created it something completely different. The Jamaican Government Tourism Information actually calls the patty a derivative of the Cornish pastry but recognizes it as a distinctly Jamaican staple. But who made first Jamaican patty? That's the question. That's the part we really don't know. There isn't a reliable historical record saying this person invented the Jamaican beef patty in this year. Instead, it appears to have evolved gradually through Jamaican cooking and traditions. However, the internet also said that Zoe Bruce, a Kingston baker, as the founder of Bruce's Patties in 1930, described as one of the earliest Jamaican patty establishments. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going off of the internet. So if you have more history about it, you can drop it in the comment section. As you can see, I've placed the fat in between and I roll. I didn't, you could do it a second time, but I didn't want to do that the second time because I'm trying it out and I don't want a greasy patty and I don't know if it would be greasy or not. However, I was happy with the result of just doing it once. So put it in between the fold only one time. That's what I did. So now I'm going to put it in the fridge and work on the other half that I had cut. Remember, I cut it in two, work with one piece, put that back in the fridge because by working and working the dough, you know, the fat is gonna get softened and we want it to stay firm. So I'm gonna put this back in the fridge and bring out another one. So I'm gonna talk a little more about the patty. It says that, however, Zoe Bruce, it's not saying that Zoe Bruce invented the patty itself. It was an early commercial seller, not necessarily the inventor. And then it became a symbol of Jamaica. However, it is the Jamaicans immigrant that helped to establish the patty by bringing it all over the world until it started baking in places like New York, Toronto, London. All I can say is that I appreciate the person who actually invented the Jamaican patty. All right, whether it was Cornish pastry or whatever it was, me appreciate it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and fill the patty. I think I added a lot of beef in these, but after folding it over, my daughter said, "Mommy, I want cheese. Remember the cheese?" So I had to unfold it and then add cheese in it. So after all that hard work, I have to unfold it and then add the cheese in there. But that's okay. In my last patty video, you see me use something that we call crimp and cut. I got it on Amazon. When I pulled mine out, something was missing from it. It wasn't working. It wasn't cutting. It's supposed to cut the patty and seal it at the same time and give it that little crimpy edges that an authentic Jamaican patty has. But it wasn't doing that because something was missing from it. It's broken. So I have to go back the old school way, cut it out, and then use a fork to seal the edges. So if you don't have a pastry cutter, that's totally fine because I'm going to use a fork and it's going to work fine just the same. You just use it to seal the edges just like this, and then you cut off the extra pieces that looks, messy or untidy. So yeah, that's basically what I do, and it comes out fine. But if you are a perfectionist and you want it to look really nice and cute, you can get that pastry cutter. It cuts it and it seals it at the same time while it's cutting it out. So my pan was lined, my oven was preheated at 350 degrees. I popped them in there for 20 minutes and look at this. The crust is flaky, it's crisp, it's golden. I just couldn't wait to bite into one of these. And as a Jamaican, you know what's going to happen when you bite into a hot patty. I don't even have to tell you that.
Take that. What time is it?
So good, my darling.
Hello?
This hot and nice, man. Want to get them patty from me?
Yes, Daddy.
I mean.
Where, mama?
Oh, your mother
Are you make them? Yes.
Them
Oh,
side.
they're so good.
How the crust?
What
The
the
crust,
crust?
a crust me work on.
Perfect. Because it's so good. Yeah, this tastes like a two moment. You get it right the time.
So we don't have to experiment no more.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. It's true.
This party was so good. I just want to encourage somebody watching. Like, if you have a dream, if you have something that you want to work at, if you're working at something, don't stop. It doesn't have to be for a business. It can just be for just a legacy that you want to leave with your children or grandchildren. Just continue working and developing that legacy. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I have been trying to make patty ever since way back from before I start making videos back in the apartment days. I used to always try, and I think I am becoming perfect.